Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson,
Can you
should
stop
be
being an
excited.
asshole?
It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head
Oh,
salad.
my
Is this
favourite.
a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash.
Oh.
Street turnips in
Oh
homemade
my
juice.
god.
And it goes on.
Oh.
Ah,
What's your
I can hear them
problem?
on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
So close-minded.
You'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, 'cause I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right?
But my rat
It's
head.
on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
But my rat head salad. And my hedgehog goulash. Oh. What a disaster. You can't have anything nice, can you? God damn it. Little close, Watson. So, who the fuck is this JoJo's character? Okay, he's not real. I see. I should have known. So it's this way, then. Yep, this looks like a murder happened here. Ah, I see. I've cracked the case. 2 people have been murdered.
Please,
I hear a
gentlemen,
rat.
leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88.
You do have a unique model,
But then
so...
this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Oh, I can't... There's no option to examine him? Okay.
Who were the victims?
The 2 men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were 2 other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Okay.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the 2 victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
This is unconvincing.
I didn't pay attention.
Oh, right.
Suddenly, I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the 2 dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by 2 police constables.
I'm unconvinced by what you said.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything
Oh,
else.
okay. So it's gonna be some shit like they weren't shot here.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday,
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
That's probably important.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Alright. What you got? Yep. He's been wounded.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vicotti must have done some time there.
Oh, fuck, they got me.
Brian Vicotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Alright. Anything in the vicinity? Yes.
A fairly long pole.
Not currently important. Okay, we'll remember that's there for later. Oh, we got a highlight. Plates. Stuck object. Piece of wood.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look. This shard of wood is quite new.
I see, I see.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
He had a chance. Some people do survive getting shot in the head. Not commonly, but you know, there was a chance.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Well, his body was significantly less interesting. You there.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective, gentleman? I've heard of you. And, well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
But first, let me get a good look at you. Maybe have a little sniff. Metal clasp, balaclava, Crimean War, war veteran. Yep. Okay, so this is the kind of guy that just walks around with that medal on all of his clothes, eh? Poor life. Have you not seen the fucking this area we're in? Yeah. Requires support, weak leg, limping. I mean, yeah.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please
Doubt.
continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Okay, so you didn't
Mr.
actually see
Turner,
it happen.
Did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow.
Did they?
It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
Was your light on?
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
That already sounded like it didn't line up, because he said he didn't see you, but you said you stayed near the window. But didn't ask about the light situation, which is the thing I really wanted to know.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
No, because I wanted to be able to ask him questions when I got there. Now, you, lady. Seems hard to imagine you actually saw much.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
I can't examine her either. Why? The policeman I was willing to move past, but why can't I examine her?
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Didn't the policeman say that somebody ran into him as well?
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Well, that was a surprisingly candid response, actually. I expected that to be more fluffed up. I appreciate just... I don't know, to be honest. I appreciate that.
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir. I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
That seems likely to be true.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
So what's going on over here? Alright, fuck me. Anyway, mirror? Oh, hold on. We got some mirror shenanigans going on?
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Alright, how is the mirror gonna be involved in this? That's way too weird to not be involved. Like, that's just too... random, you know? Anything hiding over here? Alright, no there is not. Door?
Locked.
Unbelievable. Was there a door over here that I could try? No. Because we did find a key. You know, it'd be nice if it unlocked something nearby. But it's not looking hopeful. Alright, don't think there's anything left over here. Have we decided that we... Oh, wait, can I talk to you again?
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation.
Nope, still no use.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
That's pretty gay, bro. Alright, so let's look at the clues. Turner's view, dark window. Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window of his flat until the police arrived. However, this is in conflict with Marrow's statement. Okay. I see. So, I was indeed right to be suspicious. Really? I kind of thought that different shots, 2 victims might connect somehow. Alright, you. There. Sir.
It would be...
Not you. You there, sir.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
But consider Turner's contradiction.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
This guy's probably sweating now. Oh god, Holmes caught me in a
Mr.
contradiction.
Turner appears to live very modestly.
Yep. So let's rifle through his stuff. Well, well, well.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Well, well, well.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Did you do it? You nasty crime boy. What's in here?
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Yes, I see. Quite. Anything else? Anything else kicking around here? No? Yes? Maybe? Alright, window time.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
I mean, I could kind of tell that without coming up here, but yes. Oh, hello. Kitchen table. Sweepings. Shredded paper.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife is quite sharp. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Seems likely, yes. Alright, not sure what that means yet, but...
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, I kind of thought there might be, but I guess not. Now... So I can't talk to
Anything else you would
you.
like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Now do we go talk to Marrow again? Oh, the fireplace.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Fire. Ashes. Burnt paper.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Oh. Oh no. Okay, that's not it. That looked really suspicious, but never mind.
These words are illegible.
Well, that was illuminating.
The papers were thrown into the fire.
Whoops. Imagination. Okay. Bed. Stick. Not probably shredded first. This is the first one I'm having to actually think about. So, a place to the broken stick. Took something, placed the broken stick. Took something. Because, I mean, it seems like he probably has trouble locomoting without it, you know? Threw something in the fire is probably the last step. Examine. There. Go examine. Return. Shred paper. Burn paper.
No, It didn't happen this way.
I see. Fair enough. Okay, so... No, he has to have got... Wait, no, he searched for the book, didn't he? Right, so opened window, approached body, came back, took something, cut papers, burned. Yes.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Books. Fat prints.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book.
Ew.
Let us take a closer look.
You rank bitch.
Well now, what a find. A precious jewel, concealed inside a book.
That is not what I expected to see in there.
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Sure. Seems feasible. You there, sir, you dirty criminal.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Consider your limp.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
So, about this thing you stole.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
You just saw me looking at your bookcase. You saw me do this.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, fair enough. But, you know, you did do a crime, but it's like a little crime, you know, just a tiny crime, you know, it's fine. Justified, given your current situation. You there? Anything to say about that?
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation.
Alright, well, I guess it's time to go to Scotland Yard. As we have examined basically everything in the alleyway, until we need to use that hook for something later.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
I was expecting him to be a little bit more obstinate there, to be honest. I'm pleasantly surprised. Evidence time.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
It looks dumb.
It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Okay. Open that bad boy.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
But the 2 shots sounded different, which wouldn't happen if they both came from the same gun.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt. These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
Okay. 2 different shots. Turner could hear the contrast between shots fired. In fact, 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. Well, I was hoping that it would be like some big plot where they weren't shot on the scene and the bodies were moved there suddenly. Basically, I was expecting this to be a Phoenix Wright investigation, you know. An Ace Attorney investigation, I should say. Alright, boy, come on.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
But first... So I think I've spotted one of the clues. It's pretty subtle, but... Occasional fights. Grew up on the streets. Recent beating. Resisted arrest. Hot-headed. Fancy scarf. Downtown fashion. Cushy job. Office clerk. Prison. Committed a crime.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work, and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head, and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Bad idea. This is, like... if you end up discovering the scene of a crime, you should not start tampering with the evidence, you know?
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner. and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good
So
dozen
this is
seconds.
a mirror somehow.
But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
This has been quite the crime, no doubt.
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark. And he was too far away. I could see
Was he
his
tall,
silhouette.
short?
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps... It's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise
So you're
of me
saying
seeing
a
it.
ghost committed this crime. I see, I see.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
Prison time.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
Oh, God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Tell me the
Would
man.
you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
I see. Well, in that case, common statement? Wait, what was common statement? Chapman was the only person who was seen entering Half Moon Street after Brian Vercotti and Kenneth Butler. He was seen standing over the dead bodies. Right. Old acquaintance? No. Nope. Okay. Lootless. Oh. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. Okay. But let's just, you know. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Well, thanks, Holmes. I had no idea. We need to test that one further. Leighton's revolver, common statement. The witness testimonies on the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit, Leighton Chapman. Yeah, but it's like, obviously not, you know, the man, is it, you know? The person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statements is a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. Okay, guys, like, maybe we should relax a little bit. Yeah. Yo, what if, right now, what if Chapman imagined everything, right? Maybe we should investigate a little bit further before we entertain such a theory, you know? Wait, do I need to ask somebody about this necklace? Lestrade. Not necklace, bracelet.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
Has Watson just been stood there the entire time? That's a little weird. Anyway. The bodies are not here yet, I take it. No, unfortunate. Alright, so what have we got to do? We've got to search the archives for the bracelet. I see. Okay. Let's go to the archives, then. Now. Oh, right, the letter. Of course, I forgot. Sensation, an exotic method of murder. The arsenal of our present-day criminals may soon be refilled with poisonous plants. A young and beautiful woman, in collaboration with her colleague at Kew Gardens, planned the terrible murder of their director, Mr. Montague Dunn. Only one detective was capable of uncovering the truth behind a tragedy that was initially believed to be a simple heart attack. That detective's name is Sherlock Holmes. Alright, so... probably encyclopedias. Let's decorate it with distinctive ram heads. Is it not any of these? Wait, early Riley?
That's not the one I need.
Okay, you know. Sure, that's fine. Nothing to be concerned about there. Ram lethal. Ram lethal. Ram kinda lethal. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures. I tried to look at something in the other section of the archive that was about Hellenistic treasures. God damn it. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet. A bracelet, necklace, and ring, each made of pure gold. The 5 rams of lentils have been missing from the museum since 1885.
I need to continue my research.
I do believe I saw something. Right, yeah, right, this is the one I tried to look at. The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Galsford Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still to be found.
Here it is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
I hope they're still open. You know, since we're gonna solve this crime in one night. You, sir, have you done any crimes? Sir? Alright, fine. You, Pratt? Damn, you look a lot like the guy we arrested in the first trial. The first case. Well, same thing. Well... Oh,
Mr.
shit.
Butler's key matches the lock. Perfect.
I thought we were just gonna break in and pick the lock. We in there, boys. Let's see what we got.
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
One of the things in the box is missing. Look, this is gun. This is gun. I've located gun. Holmes, I've located gun. Fine. What we got here? What's going on back there? Oh, my cat is being sick. Alright, the boy has finished being sick and he is now on the table here to join for some crime solving. What have we got on here? Well,
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting.
this was easy to find.
That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Wasn't he like the dry? Wait, no, because he tried to pawn stuff to him, right? Why did they not check the rest of the pawn shop? You know? Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with ram's heads from ancient Greece. How specific. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I've found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you. But I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. Vercotti.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
And we aren't going to examine that further. Alright. Butler's jewels. No, not the imaginary man. The search for the missing Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed in Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street could have had a personal motive. Well, Turner was able to spot the necklace from the 2nd-story window, so it seems like if money was the motive, they would have probably took the bracelet. It was obviously quite in the open for everyone to see, so it seems more likely it's a personal motive, given that the necklace didn't get the bracelet didn't get taken. Are we ready to take this yet? Perhaps? Fine. Do any of the other statements connect, actually? Okay. Over here? What do we got?
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
Why? This isn't gonna be some shit like my man fucking rappelled up the wall, is it? And that's why... That's why he didn't hear the footsteps? That'd be pretty fucking... you know, extreme. Though I would respect the raw criminal genius. Anything else? You never know. You have to be looking in pretty specific spots sometimes. Alright. About the vicinity, anything around here? Sir, have you committed any crimes recently? I see, I see. Alright. So we should go back to the street, because it seems like that's probably where we're going to test for the, gunshots. Since apparently we need to do that. I can't imagine where else we'd do it. I guess we could do it in the flat, but... Oh.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Typical police. Absolutely no reason to be this way, and yet here you
It would be my
are.
pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Select the gunman. Okay, well, let's investigate.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift.
Well,
my
don't
lamp.
you worry, brother. We got something right here.
This should.
Now.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Did you hear that, Watson? Okay, we're not looking at the other one. That's fair enough. Third shot. Three shots, yeah, simultaneous shots. No. Oh, fuck. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti both died of crossfire, with each of them holding a gun. One of the guns is now missing. That would be novel. But then, like, what? Someone just rolled up and yoinked one of the guns? What if, like, the other dude... What if the guy that took the other gun was literally doing the exact same thing Chapman did? Just blundered in and started touching evidence. Wouldn't that be funny? Probably a double murder, though. No, it's not... No. No. It's not that. Simultaneous shots. Really, so like simultaneous shots is exclusive? A lot of these are exclusive in ways I didn't think they would be. Oh wait, imaginary man. We haven't dealt with, I see. They might not be conflicting how I think they're conflicting. So, Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable, as the 3 shots at the crime scene prove the presence of a second gun that is now missing. Yes. Well, how exactly are we going to investigate this further right now? Talk to Constable Marrow. Okay.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before. And try to find me.
Understood.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be him. Where's that sneaky boy? He's right there, I can fucking see him.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
All right. Where, whoa!
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
To be honest, I could see that working if you weren't sat in such a weird posture. Where is this crime boy? There he is.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
So what if they were on the walls? Consider. Up the walls! Let's go! Let us reenact this action. Recreate the fireworks, describe an attempt to climb the wall. Well, we're gonna need to go get the equipment for that. Find the flare gun. Oh, if only you would let me take that earlier, but no.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
Oh, that's what we're going to do that with? I got baited by the one missing round.
These...
And I just saw one missing out of the box. I was like, that's gun. That's the gun right there. Alright. Marrow, it's crime time.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
Can y'all stop being
People
weird?
like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh no.
Wiggins.
Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
To be fair, we know that Higgins is a thief. He's actually a criminal mastermind.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
Oh. Find a spot where a man might be able to climb the wall. Well, most of these places seem pretty feasible given what we're going to do.
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone... This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
It wasn't the mirror? That's disappointing.
I can barely see anything. Holmes?
How much
Are you
further?
there?
Jesus Christ.
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that. Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Call in
Don't
the
worry,
boys,
gentlemen,
we've
I'm
lost
up
him.
here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
Seems like getting down was probably a lot less graceful. Alright. What have we got here?
These shards of glass are from the window above.
Well, well, well. Fuck, they even covered the broken glass with a jacket. Damn.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope. It's empty.
Mm-hmm.
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket.
Are you sure? It looks like it was just left behind.
We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
Well, well, well. Wall climber. Leighton's innocence. The witness testimonies in crime clearly point to one possible culprit, Leighton. Or not, you know. Still can't do anything about imaginary man, even though, like, we've now got, like, verifiable evidence of somebody else being involved, you know? Like, this is all a little too suspect to be a coincidence, isn't it? Nothing else in here? Not even in the crevasses? The crevici? No? Okay. Nothing to do with this window, though, huh? You know?
This mirror is...
No window action? Thoughts?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind.
Okay. Sir?
I'll do anything to save my brother, Miss...
Yep, okay, thanks. Alright, so probably... Oh, no, of course I gotta go. I immediately forgot that I needed to look at that under the microscope. Alright. Toby!
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mock cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
More attractive, though.
Let us take a closer look.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaven Watson. Could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair.
A little yoinky sploinky.
Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. The horse hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Oh. Ugh. Exotic animal hair. Oh, finally. Circus acrobat. Alright. That's a bit of a sudden leap, but I guess I see how you get there. I get it. Large exotic animal. Climbed a wall. Circus acrobat. I see how you get there, but, like, that's still quite the jump. The man who vanished from the crime scene at Half Moon Street could be a circus acrobat. He managed to scale a 30-foot wall in a matter of seconds. A hair from a large exotic animal was found on his discarded jacket. Tight. The person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. Ask Wiggins for help. Okay. Guess we're gonna... Well, I doubt we summon him from here this time, right?
Wiggins is currently...
Yeah. So, back over we go. Probably just in time to see Marrow bullying him again, you know, as police are wont to do. Wiggins. Yep.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
He's objectively right, though. Wiggins, my boy. Need you to find a
Mr. Holmes?
circus.
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
Oh god. Oh god, why is everything so blurry? Oh god. Oh, the shake's a little intense. The next morning. Damn. Took a few hours this time, then.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
Yep. That's a circus, alright.
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we
It
are looking
says it's
for.
the dancing elephant,
I'll
but I
pay
can't
it a
help but
visit.
notice it's riding a bike. All my other locations are gone.
Aye, you. Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off.
What if I just walk
You're
right
a bit
past
slow
you?
to catch on, eh?
Damn.
You're a bit slow to catch on, eh?
Disguise yourself. Okay. That's true. I guess there was a disguise mechanic in this video game. You are correct. But I have to go through 2 loading screens to do this, and that's very upsetting, considering we only had a 5-second conversation when we got there. But what is our disguise? Feel like he would probably recognize us, but, you know, that's also fine. What we got? Nope, nope, locked. Bandit! Hell yeah. Let's go. We gotta change the hair as well, of course. We've gotta blend in. Let's see. What hats we got the other end? A little too much. That's good. That one could work. That one. Definitely gonna go with that one. Glasses, of course. And then where's that classic mustache? There we go. No one's gonna suspect a fucking thing. Look at that. The quintessence of stealth. Agent 47 would be proud of us this day.
Spectacles are unpopular among...
I don't... If you say so. I feel like they really bring the whole look together personally, but, you know, whatever.
Stay where you are. What are you doing
Fuck
here,
off,
and where
Watson.
is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
It's very
Thank
visibly still
God, Holmes.
him.
I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
It's very visibly still Holmes. Don't lie to me. You can't fool me. Oh, he's wearing some dirty clothes. And he's got a mustache. Who could it be?
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
But what if I also examine the surrounding area for any incidental clues? You never know. This is a circus, alright. It's kind of shitty, though. Not a very impressive show. I could do better. Is there anything here at all? Anything at all in the vicinity? It's not looking like it so far. No? Alright, what about around the... Oh, wait, what's this? Not actually something. Okay. Just around the side of the building. Here? I really thought there was just an invisible wall here for a second, but no, it's the wire. Alright, fine. We'll go inside. As soon as I check the porch also, though. No? Yep. Alright, fine.
So, everything is here, just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
This sounds
Glad to hear
incriminating.
it. Be ready for tonight, then.
Well, if it isn't the crime boys. This place is tiny. What a shitty show. Oh my, this is fucking atrocious. Fit like fucking 30 people in here? What's the fucking point? I ask you. Fucking atrocious. Rise up and keep rising from lambs into lions.
That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people.
It's pretty shitty though, isn't it?
This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day. There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
What a fucking disgrace. Look at this fucking clown show. Professionals are meant to have standards. Is there nothing else here? Oh.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside.
Oh, God.
There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out.
Uh-oh. Oh,
The
crest.
crest of the Honourable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
I see.
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder.
We got some big boy crimes happening here, haven't
The
we?
barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
Easy peasy. Let me get a look at you first, though, you weirdo. You have a pretty confounding vibe. Complex key. Protected safe. Bloody bandages. Recent trauma. Armed. Bulldog revolver. Cutthroat. Filthy stain. Ram ring. 5 rams. Stolen antiques. Pretty bold to just be wearing the ring. Taped fingers. Agility practice. Acrobat. Don't you worry, brother. Just watch this. So, oh god. Hell yeah. Anyway. Like so. Like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, look, I did it.
I need to find out what...
Okay, you want me to combine some clues? Man in jacket. Charles Foley wears an antique ring. The last missing piece of the 5 rams. Also has a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man who nimbly escaped the crime scene. Yes. Quite so. Do we combine any of the others? No. Can I now question him? Yes.
Ah. Well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ugh.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Jailed thief.
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal, and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day, and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died. 7 days ago, in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on the corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
Great! Let's go! I don't think anything bad could come of this. This all seems like it's going to be fine.
Here I am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures.
Let's just break in and find them right
This lock
now.
is quite old.
Alright. So, this lock is, like, visibly more complex than the other one was, but you know, that's fine. There's not even anything on this one. Okay, I guess we'll start from the left side. Oh no, you probably just have to slide something all the way to one of the sides, right? These locks are getting out of hand, dude. Just like that. there? No. Fuck it.
I need
Fuck
to
the
find
lock.
where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
So I was watching a video the other day, and they were talking about this book series that they had read. I don't know what it was called. They didn't actually say, but apparently the description in one of the books was, whenever the thiefy type was picking a lock, the writer would describe that as making love to the door. Which is a little fucking weird. Just wanted to share that one real quick. Interesting way to describe picking a lock. What we got here?
This cupboard is an absolute mess.
True.
Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Well, well, well.
So, that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Look at this mess. Okay, none of them move this time, though. Seems like you should have to see one on both ends. But these don't quite line up properly at the same time. Because that one's a little off down there. Yeah.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out.
Sounds good.
Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
Set traps. Let's do it. Look, there's a rope there. That's perfect for traps and capers.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Well, what are we doing here? Why am I imagining this? Alright.
A solid rope. This should be useful.
Okay. Just put a whole fucking chair in the pocket.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Wait, I don't have the rope anymore? It never actually took the rope? Okay. We took the chair, but we didn't take the rope. That's fine. Yeah.
The door is now blocked.
What you gonna do about that one, fucking nerds? Huh? Take the rope.
This should...
Yes. Now. Window.
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
Hold on. I can't help but notice that that broom is glowing. Oh, it's a sledgehammer. Oh. Attach rope?
I suppose...
Oh, fuck. What did he say?
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
Holmes, I think this is just going to kill the person. But whatever, you know, they will be pranked, no doubt, but I don't think they'll ever be committing another crime.
This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
Delightful.
If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
And kill him. But he will not be committing any crimes. Oh, fuck, now this dude's got this path as well. That's unfortunate. Trapdoor. Won't that be quite the prank?
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance.
They
to get
also might die. That pit looks quite deep. Oh. Item required.
This.
Okay. What do you want me to do with that? I feel... Oh, I see. We gotta trip him as well, have we? Do I still have the rope? No, I used the rope on the chandelier, didn't I? I'm a fucking idiot. What's upstairs?
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
That would be quite exciting. Examine.
This is the
Okay, amazing. You are not wrong, but I was expecting more from that.
This should be useful.
Oh, now this is gonna be a real Home Alone trap right here.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying.
Backwards down the store.
Carefully here, else my plan.
Backwards down the stairs, whereupon he will snap his neck and never commit another crime again. The perfect plan. Okay, nothing else up here. Yep.
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
You are not wrong. So what do we do about this last escape route, though?
The thieves won't attempt to...
Because apparently we gotta do something else with this situation. But what? Oh! Carpet. Oh my fucking god. The perfect crime.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk
all of
here,
these,
else my plan will be ruined.
All of these thieves are going to die.
Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar.
All of these traps are going to kill the person.
All prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
Oh my god. That's one way to capture the criminals.
Police! Police!
Scatter, lads! And they're all dead. Oh my god.
Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped,
Dead.
Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
Oh, you sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
They're all dead now.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Oh.
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men.
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. Got me there, I guess.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
They look nothing alike, you know. Anyway. I feel like we solved the crime. The antiques discovered inside the hidden safe of the abandoned manor at Notting Hill represent the collection of Hellenistic treasures that were stolen in 1885 and considered to be lost. We will not be absolving Foley.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful, you Scotland Yard dog.
I'm a
Save
cat.
your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Well, this was, didn't have to do too much detecting on this one, to be honest. The answer was fairly obvious if you just looked around a little bit.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so
Man, you really had a whole
easily.
script ready to go, huh?
Fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange.
Oh, of course.
No life shall be lost. But
Oh, fuck
ownerships,
off.
debts, and property titles, they shall all be destroyed.
Fuck off, you
They're only
idiot. That's
papers,
not gonna
after
happen
all.
at all.
So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong
That's not
to
gonna
anyone.
happen at all. This is an
They
awful
will be able
plan.
to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
No, it won't.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people?
You're right, but
Sending
like
them to
this
their deaths
isn't
in
gonna
mines
achieve
or overseas to fight for
anything.
land. Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Oh, I get to pick? No.
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
Don't feel like it would work like that, but... It's okay, that place was a shambles anyway. It's like nothing ever happened.
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of, pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole Empire.
What?
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Prick.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait. What? A lady?
Femoid? Oh, what a surprise. That was the right answer. Whoa, who could have guessed? That's crazy. Damn. 3% of people really out there like, nah. It was Chapman. Oh, that's it? That was... abrupt? I mean... I guess it was building to a confrontation with the Merry Men. And we did do that. But I was expecting maybe a bit more... You know... climax, I suppose. So, like... I think I liked it. I liked it on principle. I didn't like the execution quite so much. I do enjoy the idea of, like, you can basically just fuck it up, you know, like, you have to solve the crime. The thing is that, like, none of the crimes really have any kind of, like, real sense of climax to them, you know? Like, they start pretty abruptly, which is fine, I don't really care about that. But then, like, you bumble around for a while. Sometimes you do something completely fucking absurd, like go and find the Holy Grail. And then, like, the case just kind of stops. You know? Like I said, it's more realistic to how, like, cases actually get solved, which is that there isn't, like, a big eureka moment most of the time. But that doesn't exactly make for a very compelling story, you know? If it just sort of peters out towards the end, you know? Like, it just sort of it starts, goes for a bit, and then just cuts right off, just stops right dead. Even the actual, like, sort of climactic encounters were not particularly climactic, which is probably more of a budget issue than anything else. Because it's not exactly a huge studio that made the game. So, what's going on with this? So anyway, I liked it on principle, but I didn't like the execution so much, which is kind of a shame, because some of the crimes were pretty novel. Yeah, I guess I liked it, but I was also disappointed by it at the same time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.